Now let's cover the worksheet part for the Tableau desktop course. So I click on worksheet. We can see here, we can copy, we can export, we can clear, and these are some additional actions. Let's click on action and see what happens. Okay, on this worksheet, what can we do? We can name, we can run on, and we can source fields. So these are the interactive relationships between data, dashboards, objects, and other worksheets and the web. Out here, we can actually, when we click on this particular worksheet, we can ask it to go to particular URL. It can go to a particular sheet. It can go on to any change parameter or set values. Now this is pertaining for this workbook. If you click on this sheet in any particular workbook, then that sheet will perform only those set of tasks. These are the actions that we can add over here. We can create actions for individual tasks in individual worksheets or in individual sheets of any workbook, or we can provide the set of tasks for the whole workbook also. So these are the actions in the worksheet menu. The submenu action can be used for this type of task. Let's click on tooltip. Okay, so when you go on tooltip, these are the formats that it will show up, and you can just type anything randomly. Hello. These are, yeah, let us delete all of it. Hello there. Okay, and then I say responsive show tooltips instantly on hover, include command buttons and things. So when I click on preview, what will it show us? Hello there. That is how it shows up. Okay, you can reset it. So when you reset it, it will close. On this we can remove. Okay, so I'll click on this and I'll click on remove. So this entire sheet goes blank. Obviously, this is not part of the worksheet that I'm supposed to explain you, but that's okay. I want this sheet to be clean. Yeah. So on the worksheet again, if we click on title, you can show the title. If we deselect it, you need not show the title. So auto will not come to know what this is about. We can click on show title. When you click on it, you can also select and show caption. So these are the captions. What is this supposed to mean? It will explain it to us what all is being done in the particular sheet. And then you can also show the summary. So these are the additional features that you can add to your existing worksheet. You can also click on show cards. So when we go on reset cards, okay, nothing's happening here, but you can reset the cards, and you can show the columns shelf, the rows shelf, the page shelf, filters shelf. So if you deselect columns shelf, yeah, see, we don't have anything over here. Columns shelf, it was here earlier. Likewise, if I come here and click on rows shelf, right, see, out here also the rows shelf is disappeared. And then where's the pages shelf? Okay, we don't have any changes there. These are some of the default settings that we can see here. Again, when I click on columns shelf here, it was here. Out here we can see the column shelf, which is now gone. And then when I click on columns shelf out here, you will actually see the columns shelf that will appear over here on the upper side of this. So we're not on columns shelf. Let's click on rows shelf. Again, when you click on rows shelf, it will come up over here. So I click here. There, you can see this, right? Similarly, let us add the defaults. So pages shelf as well. This is the pages shelf that we see here. Likewise, if I click on columns shelf, yeah, it shows over here. These are the different shelves that will come up, and which can be like, you know, a set as per your dimensioning requirements. So if I say that, okay, I don't want this columns filters shelf, I click on hide card. So that is gone. This can also be hidden. This can also be hidden. So your overall width of the worksheet increases. So again, if I don't want that to happen, I click on worksheet. I click on show cards. I'll click on pages shelf. So pages will come over here. I'll come back here. I'll click on marks. That's some marks. And then I'll come back and I'll add filters shelf as well. So what all do we have for filters? Well, for filters, we'll have to define them over here. So, but then again, like I said, what we are doing here, we are understanding the graphical user interface. So we are done with file, data, worksheet, file and data. We are working on the worksheet file menu. Obviously, most of these menus you will understand better when we are working on any particular project or on any particular task or an assignment, any case study or an example. But it is important to understand the graphical user interface, and therefore we are having a separate course, an entire course on that. So this part is also done, not quite. So actually let us click on sort controls. If you deselect it, what happens and where does it disappear? Okay, we don't have anything that is disappearing from here. But anyway, let's retain the sort controls. Let's click on view toolbars. Now, we are having a automatic setting for that. But if we click on show on hover, okay, they might show up. But okay, out here, the default setting is, okay, what happens if I click on hide? Okay, we are not seeing anything hidden over here for now. But let us retain the stated settings. So default setting is automatic. So that is how your worksheet menu looks like. Worksheet menu. Then let us also cover the dashboard. Okay. So let us click on new dashboard. Yeah, we have the dashboard that is selected over here. Now drop sheets here. So which sheets do we have? Well, we need to have drop the sheet over here. That's sheet number 1. And then I can add additional sheets over here. Now this is the dashboard. You can see here this is activated over here. Okay, the dashboard. If I click on sheet 1, this is what we have here. So if I suppose click on this, okay, add to sheet. So it will come over here. Now if I want to add this to a dashboard, okay, we do not have any provision over here. Create, yeah, okay. We can change the data types also for that. But for the dashboard itself, yeah, we can see here, see that sheet we have imported over here in the dashboard. So whatever you add in the sheet, that will be added to the dashboard that you are creating here. Okay. So if I say suppose outcome, I'm having it on a row. So it is showing us over here. The outcome is being showed over here. So that should appear over here also in the dashboard. That is the first dashboard. That is how you create a dashboard. And then there are different features that you can add on the dashboard, which means you can add a desktop, add a tablet. Yeah, you can add the desktop over here. You can custom it. There is a default setting for that. The size of the desktop is what? Fit all, fit width. So if I click on fit width, it will show us 1180px. What is the default? This is the default size or the setting that it is showing, fit all. Then we fit all, select fit all, then it will show us the changes accordingly. Now that is for the desktop view. If I click on phone view, then in phone view it will show only this much. So if this sheet has to be imported on a phone or something like that, then it should show you like this. I click on device preview. So this is how your device preview will look like. So this is for the phone, the smartphone that we have. If I click on desktop, so the device preview will look somewhat like this. If I click on the default, that is on the desktop, the default size is this. So it will show us like this. Again, if I click on phone, and what is the device preview? Yeah, that is your device preview. Noticeably, all these features will be deselected when I'm having it on the phone device preview. See out here also it can show us now which are the different types of phones or models that we have here. That's an iPhone format and different types of. Oh, I'm not happy with it. They are not showing anything on the Sony. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So these are the limited set of phones that they have showed up over here. So now obviously this is for the mobile app. So all of this we are doing and performing on the dashboard. So let's quickly go back to the dashboard screen over here. Let's click on show grid. Yeah, so it shows us a grid out here. So the grids can be useful for us to do any formatting in terms of X's and all that. And not just X's, even the scaling of the axis and the sizing part as well. We can copy the image. Do you want to turn off the auto-generated layout and create a custom one? No, for now. And then you can click on grid options. So grid size is about 20px. If you want, you can increase it, you can reduce it, close it. And then we can export the image, we can copy the image. There are auto updates available. We can run the update. For now, we don't have any update. That's okay. Add phone layouts to new dashboard. Okay. This is how your dashboard would look like. Now out here, it was desktop layout. If I click on add tablet, yeah, see, now that is how it will show us for the tablet. A dashboard, I mean, depending upon the device, okay, be it a telephone or a tablet or a phone or a desktop or a computer machine, a dashboard can be, like, adjusted and adapted to that. And this feature also shows us the device previews. So on the tablet it would show like this, on the desktop it would show like this. When I click on layout, yeah, it is showing me the positions, x-axis and the y-axis, and the width, the background. Yeah, if we scroll down over here, we can see not having anything on the background. Let's click on this. If you want, we can have a different color. So that's how we can put in a color for your background. If you want more colors, opacity, you can reduce the opacity, but it's okay. The default setting is 100%. So that is how your dashboard works like. And what are the objects? Horizontal, vertical, blank, navigations. Let's click on horizontal objects. Okay, there is nothing out here we can show. Yeah, tiled or floating, and then text. So fine, that is what we have for your dashboard. And with dashboard, we can always select these for the settings. Actually, these settings are of universal nature, so they'll be applicable with all of the file menus that you have here. When we speak of these dashboards, this is for only one single dashboard. Okay, if I add, the more you add to the sheet, the more is the addition that we'll be making to your dashboard. See, out here we can see that, and that is for the skin thickness that they've added. And what happens out here if we click on this? Yeah, see, different models will change. Large desktop monitor, so the monitor size will also dictate the dashboard layout types. And what more do we have here? Okay, so this is what we have as far as the dashboard for Tableau is concerned. So fine, with this I think I'll conclude for your worksheet and dashboard. Now we'll move on to the story and analysis. Once again, the graphical user interface is very important, because it is based on this that you will develop a story or any analysis or formats or a dashboard on which you will be having all of your data visualizations presentable. So yeah, pay attention to this more astutely, because once we go into the projects, examples of assignments and worksheets, then I'll not be explaining you all much of the file menu formats and things like that.